Spyderco's Delica and Endura models are classics. They offer Spyderco ergonomics, a great working man's blade steel in VG10, and they're lightweight, slim, and easy to carry. And as always, Spyderco designs their knives around the blade, so of course they're extremely functional as cutting tools. This knife is just a different take on the classic Delica 4, which is one of the most popular folding knives of all time. Spyderco just changed the grind back to a saber grind and added the Emerson Wave opener designed by Ernest Emerson of Emerson Knives. The Emerson Wave is this hook here on the blade. When removing the knife from a front pocket, it catches the pocket's edge, which deploys the knife blade. This allows for extremely quick deployment, as quick as you can get from a folder without a true assisted open. The Delica 4 features the standard screw construction, which allows for a relatively easy takedown and maintenance. The handles are fiberglass reinforced nylon, FRN, with Spyderco's bidirectional texturing. The skeletonized steel liners add strength and stability, but don't add much weight. This knife weighs in at 2.55 ounces. Close length is 4.25 inches. Blade length is 2.9 inches with an edge length of 2.5 inches, and overall length is 7.15 inches. The thickness of the blade is 0.09 inches. The pocket clip is ambidextrous and can be configured for tip-up or tip-down carry, although carrying tip-down will make the Emerson Wave feature useless. The Spyderco round hole is of course still present on this knife, so it can be deployed just like any other Spyderco folder. The VG10 blade steel is excellent. I have owned countless Spydercos with this blade steel and find it to be a high-value steel. Edge retention is very acceptable. For daily use, a periodic strop or little time on a fine stone seems to be all that's needed to keep the edge exactly where I want it. I have never experienced any corrosion problems with VG10, and this knife is no exception. Spyderco switched over to the flat grind on the Delica a while back, but still offers some of the Delica lineup with a saber grind, as you see here. For the regular daily tasks, I don't particularly see much difference between a saber grind and a flat grind, and I feel that they're both very functional on a knife of this size. It carries well, it's extremely light and slim. It's one of those knives that it's fairly easy to forget you're even carrying. Ergonomics are excellent, which is the norm for Spyderco. For a small knife, I think it would work with a lot of different hand sizes and shapes. The FRN offers plenty of traction while still being relatively comfortable to hold onto, and the jimping on the thumb ramp offers some serious purchase for any aggressive cutting. The Wave feature works great once you get the mechanics down. It's pretty cool to see how fast that blade can be deployed. However, about 95% of the time, this knife gets drawn out of my pocket and opens slowly with one hand. The Wave also makes a great bottle opener if needed. In terms of the role that this Delica plays, it's an EDC knife through and through. I don't think the Delica line is robust enough to be employed as a hard-use work knife, although the backlock is plenty strong and the construction is solid. I just don't think a 0.09 inch thick blade with a 2.5 inch cutting edge was meant to be used on a job site on a daily basis. But this will handle the majority of everyday cutting chores with ease. I've used it to break down cardboard, open packages, prepare food, and I've used it for some very light outdoor work, processing some smaller branches, making feather sticks, and whittling. I would also consider it to be an emergency tool to be used as a last-ditch self-defense option. I know this is a topic that is constantly debated, but it's a definite reality of the design of this knife. Michael Janich of Marshall Blade Concepts demonstrates the Spyderco Delica to be a pretty effective self-defense tool if push came to shove, and there are some great videos of him demonstrating its effectiveness here on YouTube. Spyderco didn't team up with Ernie Emerson to design a knife that was just for opening letters. All in all, it's an excellent knife with a cool feature. I don't think it's necessarily better than the standard Delica, it's just a different take on an already legendary EDC knife. Thanks for watching, and as always, let me know if you have any questions about the video.